Tyron Woodley is a beast. For a warrior, he carries himself well. His approach is calm, patient, and conservative, but when he strikes with a herculean ferocity. Join me as I break down 2 fights that highlight his tremendous power. Number 1. Robbie. The fight begins, and the first thing we can note is Robbie is nimble on the balls of his feet, observing Tyron from a defensive position, trying to get a feel for his reactions. Tyron calmly pulls back and tries to bring the fight closer to the center, then assumes a firm, wide stance. He's like a boulder, calmly inching closer, pressuring Robbie, reaching out his left to get a feel for Robbie's reactions as it measures the distance. Robbie knows Tyron is a powerful wrestler, and so he's very cautious of a takedown. Note the instant withdrawal from Robbie the moment Tyron crouches. This indicates a high level of respect and, to a degree, fear for Tyron's wrestling. Tyron continues to pressure, then reaches out his left hand to read the distance. Tyron throws a light wrestling feint, no reaction from Robbie. Tyron then throws a more exaggerated feint, instant reaction from Robbie. The knowledge gathered from that exchange allows Tyron to set up a huge overhand with confidence. Tyron lowers his stance and pressures from a wrestling shoot position as he feints the left. Inching closer, he then whips his left back to generate momentum for his torso and fires a devastating overhand. Robbie sensed Tyron loading up his right and then tried to parry it with his left. Hit air, tried again with his right, hit air, and it was just too late. The punch, full force, blasted Robbie in the face. That level of power is just unbelievable. The pressure Tyron put on Robbie with his lowered stance had Robbie's respect turned to fear, and in panic, he could not lucidly assess the situation, especially when the speed at which Tyron created the situation was inhumanly fast. Beautifully done, and it's important to note how calm Tyron was throughout the fight. Number 2. Josh. The first thing we can note, Josh is pressuring Tyron and Tyron is stepping back, defensive, parrying Josh's feints, then lets it tap his right, feeling the distance. Josh feints an overhand and Tyron reacts. You can tell there's a degree of fear in Tyron. Pressed up against the cage, Tyron shifts to the side for more space. Josh throws his left to set up the right and then uses it to bait Tyron's attention. Tyron panics and throws a leg kick. Josh's overhand hits Tyron clean on the chest, almost clipping his chin. The punch was very powerful. Josh seeks to come in with another overhand, but it was way too telegraphed. He had no setup, and to a degree, it was arrogant, underestimating Tyron's skills. He didn't respect Tyron enough, and the punch was caught in Tyron's right. Through Tyron's lowered stance, he actually used Josh's punch for his own windup. He's in a power position, firm and solid. In his stance, he rotates everything with a huge range of motion, and there was nowhere Josh could go. He still had to recover from the initial momentum generated from his overhand. Thus, he was just stuck, left in front of Tyron, leaving no other choice but to eat a clean connect. Josh tries to hold on, wonderful display of heart, but he can't. The power behind the punch was too much. With a second clean hit, the lights just go out. Tyron is a monster. His power at welterweight is uncontested, and by his muscular physique, you can tell he puts a lot of hard work into cultivating and keeping that power. His style may not be as dynamic as Stephen Thompson's, thus as interesting, but the man is a world smasher who truly deserves his belt. He feels like he gets a lot of hate, that he's underappreciated as a champion, and to some degree, I'd say he is. When he was booed in his fight versus Stephen Thompson, I was confused as he does not trash talk, he's well spoken, and overall, he's kind of a cool guy, at least I think so. But I guess that's just human nature. Human beings think in binary, good and bad, and with Thompson's entertaining style, unfortunately for Tyron, they chose him. But nonetheless, Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Let the haters hate. They can make every justification in the book to discredit you, but when the ink drips to the pages, it's set in stone. Your current reign is unquestionable. You are the welterweight champion. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you did. It's good karma. And until next time, peace.